Blog Talk Radio.
Eyes feel heavy, mind still speeding, I'm on autopilot, I'm barely still breathing, high as chemtrails and this feeling ain't leaving, dodging comet tails, asteroids and space demons, this is lyrical, hit your soul with that spherical, put you up in memories, posted holy spiritual, eat your whole squad with a single clip in the Mac, and I don't battle rap, but I wrap you up in these bags, no twist ties, just twist your torso in half, stuff you in the alley and offer you to the rats, old school mob and no taking it to the mass. And I'm gonna handle that, no worrying about that. Cold case files, no hurrying about that. You are a statistic, the victim who got sacked. Carry on my daily, no thinking about that. CSI spaz, they trying to find facts. It's real talk shit I be going through every day. Real talk, feel the world slowly giving away. Real talk, can't stop me from this mission. Time to fit in where you get in or you end up missing. It's real talk shit I be going through every day. Real talk, feel the world slowly giving away. Real talk, can't stop me from this mission. Time to fit in where you get in or you end up missing.
What's up? It's your boy Jay Smooth, and welcome to Deadmau5 Radio. I'm your host. Once again, shout out to Badmouth Johnny, man. I hope his health improves. This is our Drunk Monday. And I didn't even know how to come into this episode. I wanted to do a series of these, so I've been trying to do a series of these, and I think we're using the word drunk so we can get some random talk out. But that's what we're calling it. It's a Drunk Monday, and we are participating in the whole participation of the Drunk Monday. The shots of Henny early in the morning, the tall cans of beer, the other essentials that'll make this a Drunk Monday. But that's not getting us off a topic of what we wanted to do. First off, I'm going to lead off by saying LeBron James was amazing. He's been amazing. He was amazing. And I'm glad that he's now, not saying that he ain't never got the props for it, but I think he's actually turning people over. Man, he dismantled the Pacers by himself. We know that. And I'm from Indiana, and but I'm a LeBron James fan. So when he plays Indiana, I'm rooting for LeBron. He dismantles them by himself. Never seen, never done before. Then coming into this series with Toronto, thinking that well, damn, he won't be able to play like that, but they played just like the nickname that everybody's giving them, the baby dinosaurs. And damn near by itself, he did already got this team up out of here. 2 buzzer beaters within a week. Amazing. And the games has been great to watch. But let's give a shout out to Boston too, man, because that's the only team that I don't fear, but I'm gonna tell you that they're gonna play hard the whole damn game. They play hard. That team plays hard, man. And it's a lot of up-and-coming stars, and I'm wondering how hard they're going to play when Kyrie and Gordon Hayward come back. But that's just a hard-playing team, man. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I don't believe hard playing can get in the way of greatness, though. I don't believe that it can get in the way of greatness. And dealing with LeBron James, you most definitely dealing with greatness. Greatness can become hard to overcome. And I believe that I have faith and I have confidence that LeBron James' greatness is going to be hard to overcome. See, there's a thing You can have Big Joe's Burgers. You can have Burger King, Wendy's, whoever, Papa Murphy's Burgers, whoever's burgers. Now, all of those burgers might taste great, but the greatest of them all is McDonald's. If McDonald's is consistent in what they do, they're game changers in what they do. Everything from the Happy Meal to all of the employment status, the game changers in what they do. They don't have the greatest food, no. You might even think there's bleach in McDonald's burgers. You might even think it's a chemical that they use to make cyanide with in McDonald's burgers. But they still sell. And everybody's still chasing them. And that's what LeBron is. He's McDonald's. Everybody else is Papa Murphy's Burgers, Big Mama's Burgers. Oh, they taste so delicious. They taste so delicious. But you're not buying them every day. They're not the king. And that's what he is. Now, we all know LeBron's great, so there's no need to say how much great he is. And if you don't know LeBron's great, I'll be the first to tell you that you are a fool for not knowing that. That's one thing that you need to know. You need to know that the sun is hot, the sky is blue, and LeBron James is great. Now, you know those three things. I believe that you can get on and have a peaceful and prosperous life. And I believe that somewhere down the line, the force will be with you. Somewhere. But let's get off. I'm going to get off of LeBron because I can go all day on LeBron. Man, I'm coming into this episode and I'm like, we all set up to go and stuff, and we had to go back and reset up, so we lost a couple of minutes. I lost a little bit of my spark. It was even a mess up with the little music, but that did not stop me from delivering. It won't stop me from delivering. Whereas I go on and say these playoffs have been great, have been outstanding. But there was one surprise for me that's in this conference. It's been Ben Simmons. Man, I threw eggs in your basket. I believe that Ben Simmons was going to be great this series. I had to believe that he was going to be great, and then I go back and I look at the win streak of the teams, and I was like, oh, that's not really a good list of teams to be beaten. All of the teams with soup cans, trying to come up to get a pick to get a Ben Simmons or a Joel Embiid. Okay, and they did something that I think jinxed them at the beginning of the playoffs. Everybody's overlooking. Joel Embiid said, "We're a special team, and I don't think we need nobody with this group of guys." Well, when you say something like that, we expect you to go out and play special, like you've been playing all season. Like, who knew Joel Embiid can do back-to-backs? You know what I'm saying? We knew what everybody was about, but I was expecting a better game plan. I was not expecting for Rozier to look like the real Isaiah Thomas. I was not expecting Rozier to look like the fake Isaiah Thomas. Now, the kid Jason Tatum and the kid Jaylen Brown, now I knew they was good, but I was not expecting them to be that good. So that team, the coaching, everything has been a disappointment in this playoffs. It's over for them. Figure it out next year. It's over. You down 3-0 to a hard-working team. This team don't care if they got no stars. They taking people off the YMCA floor. They don't matter who they got. They're going to run the hard picks. They're going to run the hard in the post. They just play hard. Excuse me. From beginning to the end. They play hard. And they are up-coached. They're up-coached. When you coach that good, and you got less talent as other people, you got more focus. You got more focus in what you're doing, so you're going to play harder, you're going to run faster, you're going to be a little bit stronger than what you be, especially when you up coach. And I think that this has caught Philadelphia off bounds. I mean, it caught them off guard, off bounds, whatever we saying. This is Drunk Monday, whatever. But you know, it caught them off guard. And I don't believe, if they didn't recoup in the second game, I do not expect, you know what I'm saying, they didn't recoup in like 3 games. You know what I'm saying? They haven't recovered from being punched in the mouth. And I think it's just over. And I think, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be a, you know what I'm saying, they could probably come in and probably win this next game if they go hard with some focus, but it just prolongs the death, which I hope they do come in and win this game, because they do need to experience what a real win, you know what I'm saying? Not saying they haven't experienced wins in the playoffs, but what a second round win feels like. Because each round is different. Each round is more pressure, and that's the way that it's set up. And I believe that they need the feeling of winning something in the second round. I don't want to see them go home and not win a game in the second round, because then that disappointment can lead into other things, to where bad mojo, it can lead into they just being in your head. It can lead into a lot of things. So I do want them to experience a win, but I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I was for sure that we was going to see a strong Philadelphia 76ers team. But we are living in a world where they said Caitlyn Jenner is pretty, but Sabrina Williams look like a man. I had to pause on that. So anything is possible. We are living in the world of where they said that, so like anything's possible. Yeah, I said this is a Drunk Monday, man. Jims is back, funny. Got a battle coming up with Tech Nine, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Jims, I like Jims. I believe, like, I'm starting to fall into the vein of where people saying his blogs is better than his battles, and if he brought the same energy as his blogs, he would have fire battles. I'm not all the way there. But I can see why people say that. And there's one reason why people say that, because you can, when somebody's doing a blog, you can have 100% focus on that person when they're doing a blog. So you got your, but when somebody's doing a battle, I'm saying it like I'm in England, a battle. Excuse me, again. When somebody's doing a battle, you got to focus on 3 things. You get caught focusing on the crowd, the people, the battlers, and the people on the stage. So sometimes, I guess, when you're not a great battler, that knocks a lot, you know what I'm saying, knocks a lot off of you. But, yes, he is a great blogger. And if there's a blogger Hall of Fame, I believe that he would be in their gyms. But the Tech Nine gyms battles kind of weird, you know what I'm saying, which I think everybody should battle anyway. But I heard that this battle got a little bit of history in it. Maybe Tech Nine, from what I heard or what I read or heard, Tech Nine don't too much care for gyms, really, like in real life, not in like battle rap stuff. Tech Nine really too much don't care for gyms. So that makes this an interesting battle off the top. It makes it a very interesting battle. Because you want to see those type of battles and stuff, like the people that don't really, you know what I'm saying, like each other. You, excuse me, again, this is that purple, man. But you want to see them type of battles, because we under the illusion that those battles bring more feeling and more gusto and stuff. which, you know what I'm saying, person could be right. You know what I'm saying? But we're under that illusion that those battles were filling, where animosity, we're going to see something more different than what we would see if they didn't have animosity. Now, I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? I can't predict it. I really thought that all of them was friends, or, you know what I'm saying, basically, on some type of level, have respect for each other. But we're hoping that I hope that this is a good battle, because it's a weird battle. I hope it's a good battle. You know what I'm saying? I really hope it's a good battle for Gems. You know what I'm saying? Because out of all things, a battle like this could really end Gems, because Tech-9 ain't been battling since I don't know how long. And he's been on the show Champion, which is a good show. I like it. Excuse me again. I like it. And he's been on that show for a while. He's kind of like what's that coach that just came back? Chucky that was on Monday Night Football, John Gruden. He's kind of like John Gruden. You know what I'm saying? John Gruden been in the booth and he's been analyzing, you know what I'm saying? And Tech-9's been in the booth and he's been analyzing battles. He's been critiquing battles, been critiquing battle rappers. And he's you know what I'm saying? And now he's coming back to the, you know what I'm saying, the battle. You know what I'm saying? Now he's coming back to battle. So, like, if he beats you, I think this could really leave, you know what I'm saying, a bad mark on your record. That's just me thinking. But I want to give a shout-out to Rare Breed Entertainment. This dude, man, ARP, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I think that's his name. Let me respect this man's name. It's ARP. This dude is like, he surprises me a lot. You know what I'm saying? He pulls off some nice battles, man, and some nice cards and stuff. They just had Pearly Gates, too. Daylight versus Loso. Daylight sells tickets. Okay, Daylight sells tickets. Daylight is a good rapper. I don't know if he's great, but I'm going to tell you he's not bad and he's a good rapper. But he's got the tendency to get up there and play around. Can I say play around? Grown men play around. Jack around, play around. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he got the money or he just believes that the battle's not doing something for him. I don't know how he comes to the conclusion to do these battles like this. But this one was for money. And I found this one odd because Loso's a Christian. And I kind of thought, is this gambling? You know what I'm saying? So, see, that's what makes me mad about Christian rappers, too, because when you intermingling Christian rappers with street rappers, that some of the stuff that they do is either toeing the line or they might have a big toe over the line. A Christian battle rapper battling for money, I don't know. But like I said about Loso before, he's a good rapper, talented. Now, as far as talent-wise, I don't know if he's more talented than Daylight, but I know he's more suited to come in and battle than Daylight is. He focuses on his opponent. Whether you like his bars or not, he focuses on his opponent. And he got a little bit more grit than Saga, just a little bit more grit, even though he's not saying too much or nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? He's a good battler. Too much nothing for me, though. But he wins against Daylight. I don't even know. Daylight has so many bad looks. I don't even know if this is a bad look for Daylight. Then the man pulls off Pat Stay versus Averb. I thought this was going to be a good battle. I don't know. The judges said that Verb lost. This is his second battle losing for money. I still think this is probably a battle that you want to sit down and look at and watch. Both people's dope. And plus, Verb is supposed to got Mook, which I thought Mook was going to go against DNA, which I could have been wrong. Most likely I'm wrong. And so I guess he chose Verb. I don't know exactly when they're gonna battle, but I can't wait. I can't wait because I'm glad that Murder Mook is back, and maybe Murder Mook can put to rest everybody saying that he can't handle battle rappers in his culture. Even though he didn't take one in this culture, he did take still token in time. He did take an old school battle rapper. And if you was asking me, I wasn't mad that he skipped over Surf, but I probably would have wanted him to take Surf. Sue Surf it is. Just because Sue Surf is the closest thing to one of these new battle rappers. And then who knows how this work out, he might take Surf after this. He might take whoever after this. You know what I'm saying? Surf, Hollow, whatever. But I see Hollow's caught up with John the Don or something going on with that. But they saying that they said Verb lost that in another judge battle for money. Hoffa versus Ill Will. This man pulls off some great battles, man. And whoever's, I believe it's him putting the cards and stuff together. Like, he knows how to put cards together, too. I probably would put Rare Breed Entertainment's card putting together. Not the outcome or the way the battles turned out. Just putting his card putting together up against any league. Because he puts together some really good cards, man. He really does. He puts together some really good cards. He's on top of his shit with this. They had a J Murder versus B Magic. It was off of 8 days prep. It was a surprise battle. I don't know nothing. Anyway, let me go back to the Hoffa versus Ill Will. Hoffa won the battle, which to me says a lot, and I think he really needed this win after the streak he's been on. Had a couple disappointments. I've seen some bright spots, though, when he was with Cortez on those 2-on-2s, and I think I've seen him doing something on one of those teams in Canada. He sounded pretty good, you know what I'm saying, in Canada. Against Shotty P or somebody, I don't know. But, like, he sounded pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Looked like some dirty nigga he was rapping against. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he sounded pretty good. So, it's glad to see Hoffa back on his stuff. It's as if he knew Mook was coming back. Said purple, man. Okay, let's move on. This battle right here was on 8 days prep. J Murder versus B Magic. It was supposed to be some other 2-on-2 with Show Off. That's another thing. Let me go into something. This dude retires, goes into some singing battles, comes back, and then I think he has like 2 or 3 no-shows, and this dude got a lot of weird shit, I think, happening in his life. He's got the talent. I believe he'd go down as one of the more underrated battlers, Show Off will. But I don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with him. That's another guy I would like to see what type of run he would really have if given the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like what type of run. If he, not just, he's been given the shot. If he, probably dedicates himself more. Whatever it takes to be a battler, you know what I'm saying? Like if he does more of that instead of more of what he's doing, I think he had a chance to be a great battler because he's got everything that you look for. He's got the bars, he's got the aggression, he's got the setups and all that stuff. I just don't know what's up with him. 1 minute he's singing songs, next minute he's battling. I really don't know. 1 minute I thought he was retired, and then I've seen he came back against Loso, and that was underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Didn't appreciate that, but. Yeah. So that leaves us with the Man, my fault, man. That leaves us with the J Murder versus B Magic. I love B Magic, man. I'm still an old school B Magic fan. I'm over here fucking up, man. But so I've always liked B Magic. I still think B Magic's dope. I know he got a lot of stuff where he did a couple of no-shows himself, but I think he's trying to get that back in order and stuff. And but he's always had bars. He's always been fire. Couple of those chokes and shit, you know what I'm saying? But beyond that, B Magic's been fired, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he got all that fixed. And I want to take a little time, man, to say that I'm glad that Murder Mook is back. But this is a battle where I don't know if I got fear for Murder Mook losing this battle. And to be honest, and I'm going to keep it a buck, when they said it was Murder Mook versus DNA, I was like, man, DNA might beat Murder Mook. Yeah, now I thought DNA could beat Murder with Mike, because just from him being not saying that he's better or nothing, it's just from him being around and being in this stuff and being consistent in what he do. I felt like that he could really stretch Murder Mook out. If not beat him, at least take him the full distance. Now I don't know how far Verb's gonna take him. I'm praying that we get that old Verb, that killer Verb. And I don't know what Mook to expect, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a movie. It's going to be a good battle, hopefully. Hopefully we don't get no chokes out of nobody. I'm pretty sure Mook wouldn't choke. Mook's the type that's very strategic, man. Like, Mook probably got bars that he's been practicing for months, just waiting on this, already knowing who he was going to pick. And was just waiting on probably that bag to get close to where it's at. Because, like, right now, dude, I believe it's hard to sell stuff in the music industry. If you ain't a damn fool or a goddamn fool, you probably won't sell nothing in the music industry. So I didn't expect him to be having no access really with the music stuff. I would have been proud of him if he did. But, like, I listened to a couple of they mixtapes, and the Temptations had a thing where they said, if you was asked, would you buy a hamburger or this single, which one would you do? And so I listened to their mixtapes, and if I was asked, would I buy a hamburger or the mixtape, I'd probably buy the hamburger. And obviously I'm not the only one that thought that. There's billions and billions of people in this world that probably thought that. So I knew eventually Murder Mook would be back. I just didn't really know who. I thought it would be Surf, which I really would have wanted it to be Surf, but I'm not mad that it's Verb, because I like Verb. Okay. Power, money, and privilege. There's 3 ways how you can make people feel important. You know what I'm saying? When you're at a job and you work hard, they're either going to give you power or they're going to give you money, which is a raise. There was a song that Drake did that said it was no trophies, and he talked about doing certain stuff, and there's just no trophies for the stuff that you know what I'm saying? And raising and mentoring people, there is no trophy for that. Your trophy is when they accomplish what you had envisioned them accomplishing when you was mentoring them. That's what your trophy is. And to see that fail before the mentor's eyes hurts the mentor. Or it could be a father, or it could be a mother, or it could be one of the 2 things. Because you get your first chance at mentoring when you're a parent, when you're parenting. You get your first chance at mentoring, and the truth stands the truth that we are all human, and there's a human effect in everything that we do. Truth stands the truth that You can succeed and you will fail plenty of times. And the failures will teach you a lesson. It's privilege. Privilege. So that leads me into say this. Sometimes for people, when the light comes on, it's sheer fear. It's like being in a club and you dance with this woman and you having a beautiful, beautiful time. This is better than you ever imagined, and it's everything in your head that you want it to be. But then the lights come on, and you see who you standing there with. Things change. Things change real quick. It changes from the time that you exit the dance floor to the time that you're going up to the bar. Things have just changed. Now, also in the same token in time, if the lights come on and it's a beautiful woman, she's holding your hand, you headed to the bar, also things have just changed. It's all about ratios and what you decide to do. And when you're mentoring somebody or you parenting somebody, you want to seek success. And you could be numbed by failures to never to expect success. But if you are alpha, you always want to see success in everything that you're doing. So I say that to say this. Fonzie didn't like liver. Everybody got a weak spot. And recognizing your weak spot is like is a strength amongst yourself, is self-awareness. To be self-aware, you must be recognize oneself. If you're playing basketball, you're self-aware that you can't shoot threes, but you are self-aware that you're good in the post, so you go to your strength. And a parent's greatest strength is their leadership. Is leadership. Nothing else, nothing more. There have been rich kids that done outrageous stuff. So it's nothing less, nothing more. But I just want to say that to say, never be afraid to fail in anything you're doing, and never be get too high up when you do succeed, because as much as you succeeded, you got to recognize how many times you failed, and always be looking to bring somebody or pass something down to somebody. I just want to get that off my chest right there. Okay. I've been privately frustrated with this topic, and I've been like scanning Facebook and I think everybody throw this out there, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Not knowing the difference between sadness and depression. Well, first off, I want to say all depression talk should be taken seriously. We lost a lot of people in South Buffalo and in Indiana due to depression. You know what I'm saying? I've suffered with it for years, so I know it's a real thing. And I've known people that suffer with it. I've been talked to people that have suffered with it, and it is a real thing. It's an invisible monster. It's an invisible monster. And it's nothing like you fighting yourself. And it's a mental thing. So if anybody tell you that they're depressed, take a couple of minutes out your day, you know what I'm saying, to sit down and talk to them or whatever. Do something. And also, I want to pass on a couple of numbers. 24-hour hotline for depression. You can call this number. It's 1-855-867-6158. That's all throughout the U.S. Call these people if you ever feeling like that you ain't got nobody to talk to. It's better to talk to a stranger than to talk to nobody. but call these people. Because Facebook and these media things, they're going to make a mockery out of everything. But not saying that they can't be used for good also. But I'm saying if you're a talker or you're not a talker and you don't want to let nobody know that you're talking about this or you're trying to get help for this, these are numbers that you can call. That first number I just gave you, I'm going to repeat it. It's a 24-hour hotline. You can call these people, whatever. They're very good. It's 1-855-867-6158. That's in the U.S. Anywhere in the U.S. you can call this number. This is a 24-hour hotline number also. It's 1-877-948-1962. They specialize in PTSD. And they got, see, you can have PTSD by not going to the Army, being in gang wars, being in all type of stuff. You can have PTSD. So if you feel like you got something like that, give this number a call. That's 1-877-948-1962. Mental depression is for real. Mental depression is for real. So it's been a great week. You know what I'm saying? Watching basketball. I had a good show with my buddy Bone, and had a special guest last week. I enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell everybody, sorry for the wait. We can only get better, but I really enjoyed the show and stuff. We still working on getting our visual set up and getting the right people, you know what I'm saying, to deal with that. Oh, yeah, I want to say shout out to the Cash Cow. Shout out to the Dead Mouse Radio team, the small group of people that we do have helping. We appreciate. And things is only going to get better, I know. I got an honest arrogance. But I feel like I just, you know what I'm saying, I kind of lost my train of thought right there, because I was thinking about last week's show, and I always leave a show when I have a good one, and I feel like there was something more that I wanted to say or something, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I kind of left that show, even though I had a lot of fun. I left it with like a lot of unfilled holes, so I have the person back up, and I try to fill up those holes and stuff. And hopefully we inspire them to move on to their new projects so we can get their new projects up here. I got a couple of CDs. I know. Nobody got a CD player. Jay? But I do got an Xbox One. So I got a couple of CDs I'm going to review. Couple of bands and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I like digging into CDs and stuff. I'm trying to get Eastwood up here. He just had a surgery. Shout out to him. I got his bio and stuff, and I'm going to type that on in and get that typed in and stuff, and get him on up here and stuff so I can get some questions to him. I got Dan Akai, my man, he's a South Buffalo rapper. He's been working and stuff, been kind of busy and stuff, like he got 2 jobs. You know how that goes. But I'm going to try to get him back up here also. And I also got a rapper that's up in Puerto Rico. I don't want to mess up his name, so I'm not going to mess up his name, but I'm going to say I'm also going to get him on the show. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about having him on the show. We're just trying to move into better pastures with greener grass so we can mow that down, and then move into better pastures with greener grass and mow that down and acquire, you know what I'm saying, the type of assets and stuff that Dead Mouse is really trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. So we coming into this thing butt naked. You know what I'm saying? So we coming into this thing butt naked. But shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, like Angry Fan, I guess the War Report, Champion, all those dudes is super, super talented. Battle Truth, Wing, all super talented. I'm huge fans. I listen to y'all, and some of the stuff y'all do inspire me. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge fan, though, but when you're a fan, you get inspired by stuff like that. But, yeah, we working on some stuff like getting a studio for our visual shootings and stuff like that. We got that stuff coming up. Just trying to get better and wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get better information and stuff like that. So if there's anybody out there that's into the information thing and you really serious about something like that, you know what I'm saying, hit me up. That's what we trying to do, you know what I'm saying? And we coming along, and we appreciate it, and I hope that y'all listening. Shouts out to everybody, South Buffalo, Evansville, Indiana, Terre Haute, Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. This was my Drunk Monday episode. So drunk that we started it late. But I want to say I had a great time. Expect more from me. Expect more from my team. I got some new logos coming out and stuff, so be looking out for that type of stuff. Shouts out to the Dead Mouse Radio Cash Cow Facebook group. I love what y'all doing up in there. I wish I could get some more likes and more posts up in there. That would be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because can't do this by yourself. If you got any type of small business or anything that you're promoting, please, you know what I'm saying, shoot it into that group. There's a couple of people, man, that I'm interested in talking to and just getting them up here just to get them on the show and stuff so I can pick their brains. You know what I'm saying, and see what they into, and I'm gonna try to make that happen and stuff. But this is our first Drunk Monday, and I'm your boy Jay Smooth, man. Like I said, man, we got this started off a little bit late and stuff, but like it's all good, man. And remember, everybody, man, please remember this: chase your dreams. Because your dreams ain't going to chase you. Good night or good morning, which one is it? Either way, God bless and bless up.
Motivation with Amazon Music.
You're still in bed? Didn't you go running?
Oh, I overslept. I'll go tomorrow. I'm getting in the shower.
Alexa, set an alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow to Hard Rock Music.
Okay, I'm up.
The right song exactly when you need it. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at amazonmusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.